I've always had a huge soft spot for Hot Rod, the young Autobot from the '86 movie who had to overcome the odds, step up to the task, and basically was thrust into leadership. A lot of dudes in their 30s will tell you they hate Hot Rod because, he got Optimus Prime killed. To which I'm here to say, no he didn't, come on now. Personally, I think it was Cup's antiquated vision of masculinity that got Prime killed more than anything.
Got to help Prime! Stay away, lad! That's Prime's fight!
Oh, don't discourage him, Cup. Why don't you help him out, you old coot? But yeah, despite those who still hold a grudge against this guy because they blame him for Hasbro's 35-year-old marketing decision to kill off their favorite toy, which wasn't even permanent, by the way, I always found Hot Rod to have a lot of room in my heart as a character, which brings us to today's figure, Studio Series 86 Hot Rod. Looking at the robot mode, it looks spectacular. I honestly think it looks even better than some masterpiece attempts. Full stop, this is the best generation's Hot Rod we've ever had, and will probably ever get. I don't think they could have nailed the likeness to the animation model anymore if they tried. I wish one day Hasbro would give us a Hot Rod toy where he's full on pink like he was in the movie, but until that day comes, this is what we got. And dare I say, it's lovely. As to be expected for most modern post-Thrilling 30 toys, this just looks stunning. It's so satisfying when Hastat completely nails it on something you've always wanted. The colors are simply superb. I especially appreciate the two-toned red on his forehead, and I'm loving how vibrant the orange and yellow are. The head sculpt is impeccable. Looks just like the character model, and hey, what can I say? Hot Rod? More like hot bottom, am I right, guys? One of the things I noticed immediately were the proportions. I liked the Titan's Return figure at the time, but his arms were so inexplicably titanic, while this one's limbs look agile, elegant, and, not awkward. Articulation is basically everything you can expect from a Voyager, so you can do just about all the poses you could want with it. But look, he actually has a hinge to articulate his fingers, which is always special and interesting considering how rarely it's usually able to show up on Generations figures. Now for a Voyager Class figure, he's looking pretty peculiarly petite and pint-sized. But that doesn't really matter, because A, it doesn't make him look strangely taller than the rest of his buddies, and B, he still justifies the Voyager price point by having an accumulation of accessories and fun features. I really can't believe just how much this figure includes. Like when you rotate his right hand, he has this welding torch that he used to fix Cup when he got attacked by that robot tentacle monster. I'm starting to think this is a weird movie. And when you open the top of his head, you can flip out the translucent visor that I think he only uses once to get a closer look at the shuttle. It boggles my mind how Hasbro included scene-specific features this obscure. This is the type of stuff I'd expect on a masterpiece figure, not a mainline Generations toy. Included with these accessories are these blue flame effects pieces that attach onto Hot Rod's hot rods to make it look like he's firing them at fools. I admit they don't stay super securely, but they still look real nice, and it's real satisfying to watch them get fired, just like Gina Carano. There's also this pizza cutter that can be pegged onto his arm by rotating his hand, again recreating that scene with the aforementioned robot squid. He additionally comes equipped with these two blasters, which I assume are accurate to the ones the G1 toy has. And finally, he includes the Matrix of Leadership, as well as this effects piece that you can fit in it to make it look like he's illuminating their gloomiest occasion. In summary, Hot Rod's robot mode is excellent, and I would say it definitely lives up to his name. The transformation is real good. It's actually super impressive how the back explodes and gives us this arm rotation that's just like how he does in the movie. It could be a bit tricky getting them to behave and tab in properly, but it's totally manageable. And I think it's mind-blowing how the pipes flip out of the shins, keeping them concealed in robot form. All that leaves us with this pretty amazing looking car. Once again, this is the hardest that Hasbro and Takara have ever truly nailed this design in plastic, at least in the main line. This car mode just gives off a very specific energy rooted in that '86 movie that I'm not sure I could put into words. Like, can't you just feel it by looking at this thing? It looks nothing short of breathtaking, and just about a perfect representation of that weirdly awesome and awesomely weird futuristic sci-fi 2005 sexy hot rod speed demon scene in the movie. The beautiful colors translate just as well into this mode, and I love the blue translucent window piece. I would have preferred if this yellow roof piece was red, but truly, the vehicle mode is so good, I think I can overlook that. It can be a bit tricky getting the sides of the headlights to cooperate, but it does nothing to ruin anything here. As with the robot mode, you can attach the flame effects pieces onto his exhaust pipes, giving him the suggestion of supersonic racing. I can't describe this vehicle mode any more than just being exactly what I needed it to be. This figure includes so many nuances that are small but endlessly appreciated by me, such as how this figure includes the shoulder tires facing the back unlike so many other Hot Rod toys, or like how the robot mode has no visible car engine on his chest but it does show up in the car mode. These are just tiny attentions to detail that feel huge in my eyes and really make Studio Series Hot Rod feel like a labor of love. This is a near perfect representation of Hot Rod, and I'm so glad we're getting newer, better updates of the 86 movie characters, because as a stanny of that movie, it just makes me feel super happy.
You're at your best when the going gets rough. You've been put to the test, but it's never enough.
In short, Studio Series Hot Rod is just as great as he looks and more. And having the squad together just brings me so much satisfaction, like a hole in the collection that's finally been filled. I would repeat the Hot Rod is hot joke from earlier, but at this point I feel like you understand that now. That'll be all from me today, and I hope your day is just as good as this figure. Peace out!